Hi, Todd at eMotorsWest.com again. Our last couple videos that we gave you were about Carfax and how to take it a step further when you're shopping for a car. As usual, if you end up at our facility or buying a car through us on the internet, that's great. If not, let me just give you a couple tools that'll help you regardless of where you are across the country on finding a really nice car. These are things I do that I've used for years buying vehicles to make sure I get what I consider the best vehicles I can, representative of what product line we're going for. This is a Honda Pilot, 2005. This happens to be a one-owner vehicle, but this one is a really good example of what I'm going to show you. So what I do when I'm looking for a vehicle, first thing I do is I take a look at the Carfax, make sure there's no blaring issues that we've discussed, as we've discussed before, with regards to flood damage or salvage or accident reports or that type of thing. But then I start in on my specific and my personal look at a vehicle, and that starts like this. Let's keep you right there for a minute, Scott, if we can. So I'll just give you a quick little example of the things I do. Starting with one of the topics of the other videos, I look at the bolts and VIN stickers and that type of thing, emissions labels to make sure there isn't any blaring paintwork that sticks out at me. I take a look at the jams on the vehicle to make sure that there hasn't been any paintwork on the jams. If there has, I'll take a look at it and make sure that it was possibly not from an accident, but like I said before in one of the other videos, just like a key scrape or something like that. It's a little bit of paintwork is not horrible. I mean, that can happen. Kid's bicycle handle or something in a parking lot. What you're looking for, as I spoke before, is blaring accident, blaring paintwork that just the vehicle just doesn't look right. And some of that takes an eye, but here's a couple things you can do. So when I'm looking for a vehicle, after I check all the jams, door jams, quarter panels for paintwork and repairs, even if it has a clean Carfax, and then I'll take a look at, if I see any, I'll look and see if I can tell what that is from, what that paintwork is from. But this is something I do every time. So if you stare down a vehicle at about this angle, and the light is not that important, but if you stare down the vehicle, you can get a good picture of the doors, the jams, all the moldings, the body lines, and what you're looking for is two things. First is something that just doesn't seem to line up right. Some of that takes time and takes experience, but I've had people that don't know a lot about cars, I've said, hey, what do you see there? And they'll say, something doesn't look right, and that's where you start looking further. So you're looking for something that just doesn't line up right, the jams don't line up right, but the biggest thing you want to look for is there are some very good guys in the industry that do dent work and dent repair work. That's if you get a door ding or a dent repair, they put rods in there called paintless dent repair, paintless dent removal. They put rods in the doors, they put rods down the side, and they'll just kind of massage a dent, a door ding, and just kind of repair it to where you don't have to paint the door. It's a great thing. We use the tool, all the guys all the time, they use the tools on most of our inventory that has door dings. However, if you don't have a very good dent guy or dent repair guy, what they'll do to the ding as they're repairing it is give it an outward ding. There's not one on this car, obviously, but what it'll do is if it had a door ding here, say the size of a dime or my fingernail, as they repair it, if they're not real experienced, they'll actually make the dent go outward. So as you look at the vehicle on the lot or at somebody's house, you might not notice it staring at it from the side just because of the way the body line is. You won't get that indentation. If you've had a bad body repair done, a bad dent repair done, as you look down the side like I showed you a minute ago, you'll see the body line just move out a little bit, just a dimple. I mean, we're talking very slight. The problem is, once the body goes out, you can't go back in with it. Now you're painting the door or the quarter panel to repair the ding. So a great tool in the car business, the dent paintless repair, guys that they use with the massaging of the door dings and the repairs. When you're buying a vehicle, look down the sides, both sides, hood, top, make sure that nobody's done a dent repair on it that is not up to par and goes out. Because once you do that, now you've got a completely different issue. You can't go back in with it, you've got to do paint work. So that's our tip for this week. Keep your eye on the door dings and the dent repairs. We'll see you next time.